into that first game against Arizona and Maui, you're obviously emotional. What is it like to play a game like you did, but still have the team come up a little bit short?
It happens. I mean, we played a pretty good ball game in my eyes. We fought 40 minutes. Just came up short.
Have you petitioned Coach to get the rims a little softer, like they are in Maui?
I love Maui, I ain't gonna lie. But I love Fifth Third rims. They show me love, so I like what we're working with.
What can you take from the experience in Maui? Is this team still figuring out its identity, figuring out who it is? Is there any specific one or two things you look at and think we can get better because of that?
Oh, for sure, like small details, paying attention to maybe like the stuff they give us on the scout report for the opponent that we're facing. Maybe if it's even something small as getting back in transition to help us win a ball game. So when we find a way to lock in on the small details for 40 minutes, we'll be a pretty good ball club.
You might be one of the only players in all of college basketball to get that experience to play in Maui twice. Just talk about the experience and what you were able to take away from it just both times there and what you were able to learn as a person and a player in that opportunity.
First off, 2 free trips to Hawaii to just play basketball. I mean, it's amazing. But to be out there for the second time playing against a high-level competition for my second time going there, it's an amazing opportunity, and I just enjoy being out there.
What is it that you personally are trying to improve on the most over this back half of the non-conference slate with these games more spaced out? It's not as rapid fire as those first 7.
Probably being consistent. That's one of the main things I'm focusing on throughout this whole year, just consistency. So when I find a way to be consistent day in and day out, it'll help my team ultimately in the long run.
What about from a team perspective? What's it like to go from 11 points in that second half against NKU to then you put up 93 against Arizona? Was there something you felt like, all right, we can focus on these things, we can be more towards that 93 side maybe?
It just shows like how good we can be in the future. When we learn to play like that every game and not just when we see that we got Arizona in front of us and focus on the opponent and go in with that mindset every game, I feel like we can do that a couple more times this year.
When you kind of look at the offensive approach so far, is there more of a kind of stamped mentality for the team to try to get to the free throw line a little bit more, try to get some easier looks and be less reliant on jump shots?
I feel like we do have that mindset, but I mean, with the caliber of players that we got, I feel like we can do a little bit of both. You just never know what we got going on that night. Maybe if our jump shot isn't falling, maybe we do need to throw it in the post or get closer and get higher opportunity shots.
So with Ohio State, you and David were held 1 for 11 from the field. Just talk about how quickly of a turnaround. What did Coach Miller say to you guys heading into Louisville with that quick turnaround to really turn things around? David finished with 26 and you finished with 16, I believe. Just talk about what that message was like.
It wasn't really a specific message. I mean, our mentality here is the next play. So for us, the mentality after the Ohio State game was the next game. We didn't dwell on it. I mean, once we lost, we can't do nothing about it to fix it or change it. So might as well move on. We had a quick turnaround and to play Louisville the next morning, so we had another game plan to focus on.
It's obviously still early in the season. It is still a new team. There's 6 new players. Did having a little extra time together in Maui, do you feel like that helped bring the team together off the court as much as on the court?
Oh, for sure. I mean, well, we hang out on the court here anyway, so that was just another great trip for us to enjoy and build and add some memories to the collection that we already building.
What is it about your game? Coach talked about trying to get you the ball more in the low post and the mid post. What is it about your game that allows you to take advantage of that size mismatch there when you get it to move guys down on the block a little bit?
For the matchups that I have, I just feel like it's a combination of my IQ and like my size and how I know how to use my body to get in good situations to ultimately help me, and even if I don't have a shot, help somebody else get a high volume shot by drawing attention down there, being so close to the basket.
Vic came in wearing his full Hawaii outfit. Is it safe to say he had the most fun of anybody on the trip?
I for sure say him or CJ. They did for sure had the most fun on the trip out of them two. I think they enjoyed it a lot, and I'm happy for my guys.
How much does it help having a guy like Vic that will put on the sunglasses and the bucket hat and kind of be a little goofy to keep things light.
I love it that he showed that side of himself because most people probably think he's standoffish or don't really hang out with the team. But for him to show that side is like it just shows how close and goofy and fun we are here.
All right, thanks, guys.
Appreciate you.